Kia ora and welcome to this episode of the Amateur Austenite. I'm Frances Duncan, an author and the founder of the Jane Austen Society of Aotearoa, New Zealand. My returning guest is Amme.
Kia ora.
And today we're discussing Letter 40 of Lady Susan by Jane Austen. Letter 40, Lady de Courcy to Mrs. Vernon, Parklands. My dear Catherine, I have charming news for you, and if I had not sent off my letter this morning, you might have been spared the vexation of knowing of Reginald's being gone to town. For he has returned! Reginald has returned! Not to ask our consent to his marrying Lady Susan, but to tell us that they are parted for ever. He has been only an hour in the house, and I have not been able to learn particulars, for he is so very low, that I have not the heart to ask questions, but I hope we shall soon know all. This is the most joyful hour he has ever given us since the day of his birth. Nothing is wanting but to have you here, and it is our particular wish and entreaty that you would come to see us as soon as you can. You have owed us a visit many long weeks. I hope nothing will make it inconvenient to Mr. Vernon, and pray bring all my grandchildren, and your dear niece is included, of course. I long to see her. It has been a sad, heavy winter hitherto without Reginald and seeing nobody from Churchill. I never found the season so dreary before, but this happy meeting will make us young again. Frederica runs much in my thoughts, and when Reginald has recovered his usual good spirits, as I trust he soon will, we will try to rob him of his heart once more, and I am full of hopes of seeing their hands joined at no great distance. Your affectionate mother, C. de Courcy.
I love this so much.
So they dislike Lady Susan's plotting, but they are also plotting.
Oh, yeah. Just the sheer... He's not asking to marry her. He said they're done. They're done, I tell you. Have you ever heard greater news in your life?
I mean, since he was born, holy!
Right? Like, never before has this man done anything to make his family so proud as to not marry Lady Susan. And quite frankly, given the last 39 letters that we've read, that is a significant achievement to which few men can claim.
You could argue that they're the same as Lady Susan in a lot of ways. We shall soon know all. I want to hear the gossip. That is such a Lady Susan thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try and rob him of his heart. She could have said that. That is such a line that she would say.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a Lady Susan line.
But because they want it and Frederica wants it, like, it seemed like it's not as bad in some way. And they're going to make Reginald want it, so it's fine.
Poor Reginald doesn't actually get to have any autonomy in his life.
Who's right? Who's wrong?
I'm going to say this with all of the love and affection in my heart. Lady Susan is wrong. I love her. She's very wrong and she should not be trusted.
Lady de Courcy, though, wants Frederica to be her daughter-in-law, and she's still never met her. She says, I'd long to see her.
Yeah. This is the, high praise that a few letters can do of just wow. Do you know who's not like Lady Susan? Her daughter, actually. We should get her away from Lady Susan, who, as we know from previous letters, has immediately gone, well, if I can't be happy with the man I want, no one can be happy with any man. My daughter shall marry Sir James What's-its-face, and she'll just have to deal, and everyone will be sad, and because I'm sad.
That is his official title.
Yeah.
Sir James What's-its-face.
Yeah.
What this letter tells us, though, is that they knew of the engagement to Lady Susan. Well, at least suspected, because she's very clear they're parted forever. He is telling us this, therefore they knew something was going on with Lady Susan. They suspected he might be coming to ask their consent to his marrying Lady Susan. So it's possible they knew, but he hadn't done the appropriate
steps. Yeah. Lady Susan, especially with all of the little schemes that she has going at all times, she's not going to want to go through the standard and expected channels, because the standard and expected channels are going to tell her no.
Checklists exist for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
To catch people who are doing the wrong thing. She's more likely to have eloped or secretly got married to him and then turned up and been like,
I am your problem now.
Good luck getting rid of me.
That's just me when I show up at my parents' house. Hello, I'm here. Yeah. Listen, if you didn't want me to be your problem, you shouldn't have had me. This is on you.
That's a good argument. I should try that on my parents, see how it works.
I encourage it, really. Everyone should try it.
There's so much joy and optimism in this letter. They're not going to get married, and we're going to get Reginald back, and we're going to get Frederica married off to him, so we get to keep her.
They are so happy and excited, and Reginald is having, like, the worst day of his life. Like, he is so sad, and they're like, okay, but, like, in the nicest possible way, what is all the details of the event that made you sad?
Well, so exactly how long do you think you're going to need to get over it?
Yeah, what if we just so happened to have someone who you could talk to about how this person was so horrible and broke your heart, and would totally 100% get the entire experience, and also maybe wants to date you anyway.
I think they could commiserate over how Lady Susan's tried to ruin their lives. All the things to bond over. So you haven't read the rest of the book yet?
No.
What do you think's going to happen?
I really want Frederica and Reginald to get together. I think that'd be cute. I think it would be sweet. Don't think it's going to be covered in the book because there's like a page and a half of text left. But I truly, madly, deeply want the continued adventures of Lady Susan, like reinventing herself in some kind of chameleon-esque fashion and doing some Mistress of Crime nonsense and just conning her way through the Society of London. I also want to see if Alicia ever manages to actually get her husband to die. Seems like this girl was in it for, like, the long game, but, like, this is a really, really, really long game now.
Bastard will not die.
Just gout.
Come on, can you die from gout?
I didn't think so. Because I'm pretty sure it's just, like, weird arthritis.
I do have an episode talking about gout, but I don't remember what we talked about. I remember you can't fake it, because your toes get all, like, your big toe gets all red, and it's like having glass in your joints, which sounds horrific.
Yeah.
Turns out both my parents have got gout now, and I'm like, interesting, you're both 18th century gentlemen.
What every person ascribes to be.
Yes. I don't think they appreciate when I say that. Because the last happy letter was when Reginald was going home to Parklands, and then the very next letter was, I spoke too soon.
Yeah. Actually, an ongoing theme of the letters is, well, if I just waited an hour, this entire thing could have been avoided. Here's what's actually happening.
I mean, he's definitely at Parklands.
Yeah.
And he's been there about an hour. So maybe we're out of the space of risk.
I honestly half expect, like, Lady Susan to pop out of his luggage, like, hello, we're getting back together.
Oh, like Cleopatra. There's a thing where she... Well, I'm not sure if it's factual, but there's a story that she rolled herself out in a carpet and had herself sent to Julius Caesar? Or was it Mark Antony? Because I know she and Mark Antony had a thing for a really long time. She rolled herself up in a carpet to meet a boy who was potentially trying to take over her land, and then she seduced him, I think.
Powerful.
I know. I'm really good at the facts and history here, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All facts.
Yeah, facts about history and gout. That's what you come to this podcast for.
We don't hear anything about Sir Reginald. We're happy that he's young Reginald's back, but nothing about what Sir Reginald's thoughts are. They keep the boys out of their planning.
Yeah, and one of the previous letters as well is how Lady Susan was contacting the husband directly and wasn't going through the wife like she should be. And it is very much... The women can talk to each other and can make their women plans and do their women things, and the men can talk to each other and do their men plans and all their men things, and neither the two shall meet.
I feel like the meeting would avoid a lot of problems, though. Like we were saying about Lady Susan previously, she hasn't let any of her boyfriends in on her plans, so they don't know what they should be doing to make her happy. They'll turn up because they want to be around her, but if they're aware what would actually make her happy, like, no, here's the thing I'm trying to do, and they're like, oh, let me help you with that thing, and then she'd be happy with them. But I don't think she trusts them enough to do that. But sometimes you need to,
and I think
share your plans.
Part of her thing is that she's going after noble, honest, respecting, like, boys. And they're not the ones who will help you do a scam. Like, not knowingly and intentionally. You need the scoundrels to help you do a scam, and the scoundrels aren't the ones that she's going after. They're the ones that she's trying to set up with Frederica.
I don't know, like, Mannering could be a scoundrel.
He did full on do an affair, didn't he?
He did. Like, they could be like a power couple.
Yeah. Mrs. Mannering just, like, outright saw that was going to be a potentiality and was like, nah, nope. You could do, like, a full, like, Sherlock Holmes Moriarty thing with Lady Susan and Mrs. Mannering, though.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, wait, is Mrs. Mannering smart enough to be Sherlock Holmes? We don't know enough about her, really.
Exactly. But she was smart enough to catch and stop Lady Susan from doing
Her husband.
Her husband the first, and also to help successfully break up the Reginald thing.
That's true.
You know, it could be a coincidence that she showed up when she did. Or she knew.
Or she suspected, definitely. Interestingly, I've just rewatched the first season of Elementary. Spoilers ahead. I really loved that they had Moriarty be Irene.
Yeah.
That was a real slap in the face and so beautifully done.
Yeah.
And the acting, that actress is phenomenal. She can do vulnerable and then she can do powerful bitch, and I love it.
Yeah.
She would do a great Lady Susan.
Yeah.
Because playing that dual role is the sort of thing that Lady Susan does. Yeah, Lady Susan is kind of a Moriarty.
Yeah.
And it's the same sort of thing that this Moriarty dealt with, that, you know, she'd have male lieutenants for people that didn't want to believe that a woman could have that level of power or respect her enough, which is a very Lady Susan thing.
I'm just saying, the Lady Susan Sherlock AU, like, let's do this, let's make it happen. Someone has to have the budget for this. I don't, but someone. Reginald is so sad and everyone in his family is so happy, and that's just so funny.
Yeah, Jane Austen is all about the humour. Poor wee boy. So what are we going to do with him?
Yes, dear. You cry yourself to sleep in a corner, so his next date.
And that is our discussion of Letter 40 of Lady Susan by Jane Austen. I'm Frances Duncan. This has been Amme. Links will be in the notes. Thank you for listening, and we wish you happy reading.